Welcome to my house. Let me introduce you to our founder and father, Michel Jarjoura. This video is an insight into his life and encapsulates everything my house and our values stand for.
My name is Michel Jarjoura. When I come to this country, Michel was a funny name. I would not want anybody to call me but Michel Jarjoura. I was born in Lebanon in 1929. I spent my life in Lebanon till I was nearly 19. Ran into a lot of Australian soldiers who were near the village where I grew up. I used to get the officers' washings when I was on my school holiday. We used to do them for them, and they used to pay me. I had that feeling that I got something in common to come to Australia, to meet the real Australian family. Decision I made was very good. I was happy to land in Australia. Got off the boat in Melbourne. The boat we came on from Egypt, I don't think it was any bigger than the biggest Manly ferry. We never thought we'd make Australia. I had to come to Sydney by train from Melbourne. All I had in my pocket, 3 and 6pence. It's 35 cents today. I saw a job going at E-Ways and Company, and I got the job in the silk department. All these department stores, they always had the fabric department. One in the cotton section, everything is cotton, and the other silk. It's not necessarily pure silk, but made out of Ceylonese silks, it's not cotton. I spent, say, a week in this town, 3 days in this town. Broken Hill was the biggest time I spent there, because it's a big town, and was very wealthy. I went all over New South Wales, north, south, and east. But I always wanted to start my own business. I saved enough money, and I borrowed enough to buy a mixed business in Riley Street, Surrey Hill. Till there was this business at Lakemba for sale called Gormanley. It's a fabric shop, mainly. With John Rambo, I did a bit of work for him. He had a wholesale business in New York Street. So I bought 1/3 from him, 1/3 for Mrs. Gormley, and I started the first business in textile by myself in Lakemba. Then 18 months later, in Lakemba, opposite me there was Picton Jones, a big store. He used to sell everything. I bought the business from Mr. Picton Jones, and I fixed upstairs a big place, and I lived in it for a while. And I ran the business. I had 7 girls in it who used to sell everything. Haberdashery, ribbons, buttons, Manchester, fabrics, ladies' underwear. After a while, I threw all the haberdashery out and extended the Manchester in the fabric. "40 years ago, there was no sheets in cellophane. There was only one company. They put them in boxes, and only white sheets. No quilts either. There's only blankets. And retailing, for me, when I was my own, was the best way to get involved with the public. Because I always like to say hello to the customers, talk to them. I always love to sell them something. And I've never let a customer go. I always sell something. You talk to customers, they're human beings like anyone else. When you talk to them, some of them tell you their story. When I got married, some of them comes, they knew when we're starting a family, they always say, "How's the kids? How's your wife?" And that meant everything to me in a way, because the public is part of my life. Because the customer is the backbone of every business and the backbone of every person serving them in the job. Because without them, we will have no business, and the people in the stores or wherever they are, they'll have no job either. Customer is always a customer and must be respected and looked up and as a customer who keeps us in the job and in business. Because that customer buys something, leave in the door, she must be happy, she will come back again. A lot of them tell their friends, Oh, we shop at my house today. And they were very good to me. Everything was good. The girls, the stock, they think of us first because they got the quality, the value, and the service. Once the staff is enthusiastic about their stock, then they lead the way to the customer. The stock look at customer too, you know. It's always a challenge to sell people something and make that customer feel that you're making them feel important. Once you make it feel important, you want it. Oh, I love retailing. I love selling. I feel it's in my blood. Well, the first thing I walk into a retail store, no matter what they're selling, I expect service. That's why one business more successful than the other, because they give better service and a friendly service and a real service. That's why they do better than the other. Not because they're better looking. No. I remember a fellow told me, he said, oh, you're too good to your stuff. I said, no, I'm not. They're part of me, part of my business. The manager in a store must give example to the staff, not just boss them around if he is better than they are, or I'm the boss. No. If you look at your fingers, there's 5, they're all different. I always used to think to myself, oh, this person be good. But sometimes it turned out no good. You got to be fair to the other people in the store. They all got to work together as a team. I know they can't all produce identical result as long as they come near enough. I used to motivate them my own funny way. I used to walk in, part of them, smiling at them, make them smile at me, and discuss little things with them. Not only the business, ask them how their family is. If they got a problem and I'm in the store, feel free to discuss it with me. You don't want to walk in and out. Oh, these are just workers. No. They are workers like you are a worker. I had intention always not to stay in one store because I was ambitious to open more stores. Success does not come easy. You have to move with the time. You have to get off your backside in simple English and say, I want to do something and I want to get there, because there doesn't come to you. You go to there to be successful. Our business today is still the biggest family business, owned, run, and managed by the family. That's why I say and I repeat, the staff is part of our family business. Absolutely beautiful, with the satin binding, red and white. Congratulations on the new store opening, and it's really excellent, not nice, excellent.